Charlotte to start out. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the...
Taking a look at the Hornets. If they can repeat their victory, Greg, in Game 1 here tonight, they'll be sitting pretty in this series.
No doubt. If they go up 2-0 with 3 home games still to come, I'd say I'd like their chances. I mean, this is a shot for them to kind of land a knockout punch, if you will. They can't miss the opportunity to take control of this series.
It's right there before them. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Gonna go out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams at the center. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And this group looking so confident here in the postseason. Just cruising so far. Going 5 games straight. Undefeated.
This is a team that isn't just looking at going deep in the playoffs. They want the ultimate reward that only comes after 16 wins. The way they are playing right now, they are clearly in contention to go all the way.
How's that for a finish? Surprise, surprise. Nembhard showing he's got some ups.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
This is how you put it on a nice play. The room service dime for your big man. All Williams had to do there was go up and get it.
Halliburton against Miller. And it's Halliburton missing. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Nembhard. Ball with the rebound.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
There's the lob to Bridges. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break, and the dunk by Zubac.
Zubac doing major damage. Check that rim out, folks.
There's Ball with the 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
Nembhard with it, launches a 3. No good that time.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ball with the bucket.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
There's the lob to Bridges. Williams dishes to Miller. Ball from long range. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Ball's got 15 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Keontae George, he's checked in for Miller.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Oh, they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 21. Drills the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3
in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
The three, and it's the Hornets another three.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
LaMelo Ball picks one up. Some changes for Indiana. Off's jacked in, and it's Toppin in for Pascal Siakam.
You know, we've seen Halliburton be elite for stretches in his career. Not at that level every night, but he's working on being more consistent, and I don't think it's far off for him.
And here's Halliburton following LaMelo Ball's three.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pacers trail by 21. Shot game clock separated by 5. Pass to Furphy. Takes the three. Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep. Halliburton's got 6.
A true marksman from behind the arc. Halliburton has that light always on green.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Toppin can't get it to go. No good that time. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. How about this? He scored 30 points from beyond the arc so far. His long-range game is on today. Back to the action. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Kobe White is out there with George. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3-slot. McConnell kicks to Jones. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Hands it from downtown.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Down low, here's Siakam. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Siakam's got his second bucket tonight.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Indiana making some changes. Off's jacked in, and it's Jackson in for Jones. The Hornets also with a sub. Miller's checked in. He dialed that one up from long distance. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Siakam misses. And here's Charlotte. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
And a deep 3 from George. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
It's good from long range. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Siakam misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
And the wide-open shot from McConnell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Talk about confidence. McConnell oozes it, sizing up the defense that time and exploiting them off the dribble.
Bridges for 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Defense having really no effect on Bridges. He just keeps producing with no sign of slowing down.
44 seconds left to play here in the half. Siakam passes to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Miller outside, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly,
I give credit to their opponent, forcing shooters off their spots, making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks like these guys came in unprepared for that.
looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. Man, we're seeing a tremendous
Game 3, Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Pacers, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Hornets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
This series already at 2-0. A lot to play for tonight. This is the Eastern Conference Semifinals. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Jarris Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Knipple in at the small forward position. And a catastrophe unfolding in this series. They couldn't win either game at home, giving those other guys all the momentum and all the confidence they need.
And it's also possible these guys came in a little overconfident. You let your guard down for a second in this league, and you're right to get burned.
There's Ball with a 3. Connects from downtown.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Halliburton for 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. He talked about the importance of trying to control the pace of the game. Coach said, quote, Halliburton and his offense like to play fast and push the ball up the floor. So we want to limit their fast break chances and make them play in the half court. We'll see if they're able to slow them down. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. There's the 3. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Miller's got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Halliburton on the attack. Will it go? And Indiana misses again.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal. Trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Down low, Williams.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Pass to Knipple. The 3. And Charlotte, another 3.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the Hornets, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
The open shot, Halliburton. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
That's the thing about Tyrese Halliburton. This guy's going to keep you guessing. You want me to pull up and make that shot? No problem.
Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Halliburton, pass to Siakam. 4-3. Again, Halliburton missing. Charlotte leading by 13. The 3 from Ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Halliburton for three. Again, Halliburton missing.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
And Ball gets it to go.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight. I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. George comes in for Bridges. Then for Indiana, Furphy's checked in for Walker. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Ball. He's got 18. And another basket for Charlotte.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Pass to Furphy. Now here's Siakam. And the shot's good.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a three-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
Three-pointer. And Charlotte, another three.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Halliburton for three. Diabate grabs the board.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Ball's got 26.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Lays it up and banks it in.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's Charlotte firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back to the game after this break. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. All right, guys, the Hornets enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
We've got Keontae George. He's out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Diabate in at center. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. McConnell's shot is off.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Williams from long range drills it from deep. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Jones. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got to... And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA...
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And Charlotte making a change here. Bridges is checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Jackson, he's checked in for Jones. And the second free throw is good. And so George will bring it up for Charlotte. And so far, no one has figured out a way to slow this group down. 6 wins in a row in the postseason and aiming to make it 3-0 here tonight.
They are definitely a talented group, and they are clearly in the driver's seat right now. But that could change here tonight.
Williams is checked in for Sensabaugh. Brown, he's checked in for Indiana. Jones comes in for Jackson. Indiana on D. Williams from long range. Knocks down the triple. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
McConnell with it, working on George. McConnell's shot is off. Charlotte has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Williams from long range. And the Hornets, another 3.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
Pass to Toppin. Outside for McConnell. Deflected. Williams with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Lets it go from deep. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 12 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
And George launches it from deep. And Charlotte, another 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
McConnell passes to Huff. Here's Jones. And here's Brown for 3. Williams grabs the board. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-3 run. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McConnell. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Number 1, Brandon Miller. LaMelo Ball is second.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Knipples checked in for Williams, and it's Ball in for George. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Zubats, he's checked in for Huff. Walker comes in for Brown. Nimhart, he's checked in for Jones, subbed in for McConnell. Sends it home from three-point land. 12 points for him.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Zubats.
Now, Zubats is known for finishing with authority, put it on time and on target, and he'll do the rest.
The 3 from Ball. And Charlotte, another 3.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
And there's a call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Charlotte making some changes. Landale's checked in for Diabate, and it's George in for Miller. And the Pacers also making a change. Siakam's checked in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing. I mean, a good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's good for 2.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside for Halliburton. Knocks down the long J. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, this guy doing his job, spacing the floor. He had 2 triples in the first, and he just gets his third to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Back to Bridges. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Bridges has got his second bucket on the night.
Bridges understands his role in this offense, including when he should look to fire off the catch.
Jacks up a 3. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Charlotte on top, just dominating this one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we...
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already...
Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Pacers have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the Dream...
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. Look at it.
Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Indiana Pacers have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Charlotte Hornets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
Welcome to 2K Sports and Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. The playoff picture really coming into focus now. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. So a look at the starters for the Pacers. They've got Halliburton, Pascal Siakam out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's Shepherd, and it's Zubats in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Hornets, Paul and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Knipple in at the small forward position. Taking a look at Indiana. Hard to believe what we've witnessed in this series. A total beatdown, which has them on the ropes.
Tonight on the road could absolutely be the knockout blow. Everything's stacked up against them, and they don't look like they have anything left in the tank.
Williams' shot is good.
Well, the big man, Mark Williams, his activity earns those second chance opportunities.
Indiana on offense. Siakam outside. Outside for Halliburton. No good with the triple.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
There's Ball with a 3. Nails it from 3.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Fires the three. And Charlotte, another three.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Halliburton for three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And they've been looking very strong here in the postseason. Going undefeated now, 7 games in a row. Had a nice rest after round 1. And a chance tonight to close out and punch a ticket to the conference finals.
They are definitely playing excellent basketball, both sides of the ball. But as we've seen before, the closeout games are the toughest. They're in a commanding position, but tonight could be the toughest battle they've had so far.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Pass to Shepard from downtown. Knipple with the rebound. The Hornets have got 5 of 7 shots to fall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepard. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Number 1, Miles Bridges. Even to Zubac, second.
They've been both taking great shots. That's the efficiency you want in the postseason.
George, he's checked in for Charlotte. Knipple with a bucket.
Yeah, I got a feeling Knipple's going to hit a lot of those in his career. He's got a terrific stroke from long range.
Halliburton, no good.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Lets the three fly, and Charlotte another three.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And miss after miss right now.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own three.
Fires in the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Now here's Halliburton. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Hornets making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Zubac. Toppin comes in for Siakam. Nembhard, he's checked in for Walker. And it's McConnell in for Shepard. Here's Toppin. Nembhard outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pass the ball. And here's Knipple from the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Knipple's got 12 points in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's McConnell. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Here's Williams. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Boy, foul line and down. Andrew Nembhard, such a good scorer.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here are the Pacers now. After the basket by Charlotte. McConnell, good.
T.J. McConnell is always probing, does a great job keeping his dribble alive, and gets in close.
And Ball with the basket on the assist from Knipple. 15 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
In transition, here they come. And again. Charlotte with the triple.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
And the Hornets, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. A 3 from the inbound, and the Hornets another 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
That's 4 turnovers for them in this one. Just lazy play early.
The 3 is up. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
It's been a comedy of errors for them so far. They just can't hold on to the ball here in the first half.
Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He put up a jump. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Raptors have shown an impressive array of abilities in round 2, taking the series in only 5 games. Tonight, we will find out if they can keep that momentum going against the Charlotte Hornets. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
The field in the Eastern Conference is down to 2. And tonight, the battle to reach the NBA Finals begins. It's all here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Some extra minutes to fill as a pair of players are listed as inactive tonight due to injury.
Yeah. Two quality players out of action. That'll be a factor. The remaining players need to respond.
So the Raptors starting 5. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Murray Boyles in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Knipple in at the 3, the small forward. You take a look at the Hornets, they have to be feeling like the conference is theirs for the taking after sweeping their last opponent out of the playoffs.
Oh, you know their confidence is sky high. But underestimating their opponent would be a dangerous mistake. Everyone ups their game in a conference finals.
Now here's Ingram. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
If you give Ingram a shot that close to the rim, he's just flat out not going to miss it.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Miller. Guarded by Barrett. The three from Ball. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. The three from Quickly. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
The three from Ball. And Charlotte, another three.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Barrett. Here's Quickly. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
All the way to the rim. Quickly, really aggressive that time. Really good to see him with that kind of mentality.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
No, I just love how calm Quickly looked that time, draining that answer three. No big deal.
And Ball gets it to go.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. LaMelo Ball is second. Third is Miles Bridges.
They've been both taking great shots. That's the efficiency you want in the postseason.
And Charlotte making a change here. George is checked in. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
A three from Barnes. That shot off. Good D by Ball. Charlotte leading by 3. The three is up. George, that one's good. George has got his second basket on the night.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Shed's checked in. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
To win the run. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Hits a three-pointer.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. From deep. And the Hornets, another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Barnes. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Scotty Barnes right there showing you that strength. That's a nice job fighting through the contact.
Ball no good. Raptors trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Murray Boyles. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
There's Ball with a 3. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Walter. And here's Ingram from the arc. Knipple with the rebound.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open three.
There's Ball with a three. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And again, Toronto no good. Charlotte leading by 12. For three. And the Hornets, another three.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Yeah, the intensity behind the drive. Barnes was not going to be stopped. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. They've got Emmanuel quickly. He's out there with Walter, and it's Jackson Davis in at center.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Quickly outside. They set the pick, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Quickly's got 11 points.
Year in and year out, Quickly's three-point shooting has been very consistent.
White for three, and Charlotte another three.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
George against Quickly. Diabate grabs the board. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They've won 8 straight games and have swept their way through the first 2 rounds of the postseason.
Yeah, they've looked unstoppable, and the speculation has already begun on whether or not they can go undefeated on their way to a championship.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Brandon Miller's checked in for White. Jay Barrett, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Inside. And he banks in the layup. Mamukelashvili's got his first bucket in this one.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Takes the three. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
It's Quickly with a drive. Here's Battle. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Miller. Nails it from beyond the arc. Miller's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Quickly against George. The three, Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Miller. And Charlotte, another three.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The three from Quickly. And again, no good by Toronto. The Hornets have gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Can they get it? On target from range. Quickly's got 14 points for the game.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Charlotte. Landale's checked in for Diabate. Knipple comes in for Bridges. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Sensabaugh. Toronto also changed it up. Scotty Barnes is checked in for Battle. Ingram comes in for Walter. Shed comes in for Quickly. And he comes up with a bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
There's Ball with a three. And Charlotte, another three.
You have to stay in Ball's shirt out there or he will rise and fire.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Sinks the tray. George has got his third bucket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Barnes, no good. Pass the ball. Back to George. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 12.
Good balance and shooting mechanics give George that NBA range.
The three from Barnes drains the triple.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
The three from Ball. Drops in the three. Ball's got 39.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw it.
And again for three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for second place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Bridges comes in for George. The shot by Ingram, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass the ball. And throws it down.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Toronto Raptors.
If you can't stop anybody, you can't win. It's just that simple.
Yeah, the game's been completely one-sided, and we promised our viewers a good contest. And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Arnie.
And that's a wrap on.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Well, this is what he does. When the stage is biggest, he runs to the light.
Here's Quickly. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Knipple in at the 3. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist of the night.
The defenses have to chase Knipple off the three-point line, or he will just continue torching them from there.
And stolen by Williams. Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. And Charlotte, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Murray Boyles. Here's Quickly. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Quickly's got 16 points.
That's really smart that time. The anticipation by Quickly. He was able to get in there for the offensive board and the conversion.
Connects again from distance.
And you talk about competing against yourself. He is the definition. No accomplishment is too great. Never resting on his laurels, he has once again delivered an absolute gem of a three-point clinic, breaking his own record for second most all time, and now he holds 2 of the top 3 spots in postseason single game history.
It's a night like tonight that shows he is always competing. And we talk about the players getting in the zone. He lives in the zone. When you're putting up 30 or more points from three-point land in a game, you're simply demoralizing the defense. And we've seen that tonight, and this series has become a very historic one.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
And Williams punches it home.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
The three from Barnes. He can't hit that time. Here's Charlotte. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Williams a screen on Barnes to the paint. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Ball. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Ingram. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And there you're looking at a big forward with an elite handle, and that time Ingram created enough space off the dribble.
Knipple with a bucket.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
The three from Quickly. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. Fourth, LaMelo Ball.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
Walter, he's... checked in for Toronto. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that one's good. Quickly.
Yeah, he is racking up big numbers right now, and I just think they're going to continue to give the ball to Quickly with the night he's having.
Knipple's checked in for Charlotte. The Hornets have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Ball outside. The three. And Knipple gets a three. Knipple's got 12.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Barnes. From down in the low post, it goes.
Wow, Barnes just slicing through the defense. That display of ball handling was impressive.
Knipple with the bucket.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And it's Quickly with a miss.
Yeah, and you expect him to make that one. I'm sure he expects it as well.
And Charlotte, another three.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
The Raptors' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Pass to Knipple. To the wing on the left. From behind the arc. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. And here's Ingram from the arc. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Over to the wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. And the Hornets, another three.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. They need this. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Quickly's got 20 points.
Quickly doesn't need much room to beat you on the pull-up.
To the inside, Diabate. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's Charlotte way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.